Yeah, I don't take it for granted. So thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.
There we go. See you tomorrow indeed. She's going to be playing Daria Kasatkina in the next round. Kasatkina coming through 4-0 in impressive fashion over Elise Mertens earlier. That's no mean feat. Swiatek there, just over an hour on court, so she should be as fresh as a daisy as well. As she comes up against the now Australian Daria Kasatkina as well. It feels like a while since we've seen Kasatkina get some wins under her belt. Their head-to-head, though, as I suggested, very favorable for Iga Swiatek. It is somebody who she's enjoyed playing in the past, as you can see, 6-1. I'm even surprised that Daria got the one win. We'll see where that was in a moment. Just having a quick look as well at their yearly sort of situation. Well, of course, Iga Swiatek today winning 0-3 against Janice Chen, hitting 21 winners and 16 unforced errors in that particular encounter that she dominated largely from most of that encounter. Of course, Iga lost to Elena Rybakina at the Australian Open, whereas Kasatkina, what did she do in Australia? I don't even remember. I think she went out first round, didn't she? We're going to check on that now. She did go out first round to Bartunkova, an underwhelming loss there for Kasatkina. They did at least include a bagel, though, for the Australian, but she went out there in 3 sets. But back to this head-to-head that I was referring to. Yeah, so 7-1 it reads. Let's have a quick scroll down as well here. Yeah, so here we go. Some of these matches that they've had recently. Most recently was at the WTA finals in Saudi Arabia. It feels like a long time since Kasatkina was at those heady heights of a top 10 ranking. In terms of finishing year-end finals, that was a 1-0 win for Iga there. There was a 2-3 win, so straight sets wins as well at the WTA finals in the US in 2022 and at Roland Garros the same year. Doha, they have met here in Doha before, where Iga had a 3-0 win. Look at this, by the way. Kasatkina won their first encounter, which was on grass in 2021. That makes some sense. And since then, Iga has won 6 matches in a row? Let me just check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in a row. So why is that 6? Yeah, 6-1. Sorry, 6-1, not 7-1. So yeah, 6-1. Kasatkina won the first encounter, and then the rest have all gone the way of Iga Swiatek. And I expect this one, when they meet again, I guess it's tomorrow, is it, that they'll be playing? I expect it to go the way of Iga Swiatek as well. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again later on for Marin Cilic against Lerner Tien in a watch-along for that encounter in Dallas. But for now, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is in the world, wherever you are tuning in from. Live tennis all round. Where in the world you are tuning in from. Yes, indeed. This is live right now. Iga Swiatek against Daria Kasatkina. Should be on the horizon any moment. Right now, I've also got my eyes on Hurkacz against Alexander Bublik. Hurkacz taking the first set to a tiebreak. Surprise, surprise. That's your prediction, is it, Ashley? For Swiatek against Kasatkina. By the way, what about that Mboko match? I only caught the last few games, which included Andreeva breaking and then serving for the match and having a match point. One game all between Hurkacz and Bublik. Bublik cut a pretty frustrated figure at the end of that set, didn't he? Tossing the ball up in the air. $15 here for Bublik on his serve. Kasatkina and Swiatek about to get underway. Jake, I'm still waiting for you to tell me which is your tennis in the know account that you were referring to yesterday. Good, Jake. Good to hear. $30 here, Bublik on his serve. I think me and the guys, we all went for Bublik in 3 sets, maybe with a few breakers in there involved as well. So we weren't a million miles off. Good serve down the tee from Alexander Bublik, but he's huge forehand. Big miss. What about Andreeva? Are we a little bit concerned about her, especially when matches are sort of, get really tight and she's got to really dig deep? There were certain things about her attitude today, even in that tiebreak at the end there, I didn't particularly enjoy. Bublik is held for 2-1. Oh, so we've got someone here watching from South Africa. Good to have you on board. And Set Petsui 5273. Do hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, please hit subscribe. Point gained or 2 points dropped last night against West Ham? Let me know in the live chat. Okay. Swiatek and Kasatkina are currently warming up. I've never been to this tournament in Rotterdam. I've been to Rotterdam, the city. I think I was there at the beginning of 2023, actually. I remember Sebi Korda. Did he have a match point against Novak Djokovic, maybe? In a tournament, I think, in Adelaide on the eve of that year's Australian Open. Well, we've got you for an hour then, Jake. Just in time, just enough time for you to tell me which tennis account you're talking about. I went for Bublik in the preview. Not that I was a part of the official Talking Tennis preview, but I did go for Bublik. That's in response to Jane asking Hooby or Booby, which is a great question. She can't pick. Chelsea fan here looks like in the live chat as well. If you are new to the channel, Unspetsi5273, Maybe I'll just call you 5273 if you don't mind. 5273. Is that your birthday, by the way? 5th of February, 1973? Nice forehand there from Hurkacz. Drive volley for Hurkacz. He's going to put the ball away for 30-15. As for Kasatkina and Swiatek, they have yet to get underway, but they are warming up. Well, it's not really for me to ponder, Jake. You come up with a big statement. Got to back it up. Got to back it up. Oh, ace down the tee. Look at Bublik there, just guessing the wrong way entirely. 40-15, Hurkacz. Well, thank you very much. I sound very professional, according to Praner 3KM. Not always, but on this occasion, perhaps. Hurkacz holds for 2-all. All right, Innocent, I will call you that. Innocent, have you hit the like button? If not, why not? So, Bublik here serving 2-all. Of course, he lost that first set on a tie break. I only saw the last couple of points. Felt like Bublik was maybe checking out when it got to 4-1, 5-1. Change of ends. Maybe checking out's a bit harsh, but maybe he just thought, I'm not winning 4 points in a row on the Hurkacz serve. Swiatek, Kasatkina underway. Swiatek serving first. And it is love 15 on the Poles serve. Is it? That's a very interesting stat, Jake, that I should have been aware of before spouting off my thoughts on a Bublik win. I think Hurkacz, I don't know, it's probably because the United Cup was amazing for him, but then a couple of rough results since then. And Bublik, you know, I'm wondering what condition Bublik was in, as in like what form he was in during those 7 matches. But still definitely a huge factor. I just thought that of the 2 on return, I just fancy Bublik a bit more. I'm not saying Bublik is a master returner. He's no Andre Agassi, that's for sure. 15-all, by the way, in the... Yeah, the stat about Bublik is that he's lost 6 of the 7 matches against Hurkacz. You don't think Bublik is interested? What's my prediction for Swiatek? Swiatek, easy win. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. I would normally just back whoever was in the slightly better form, which, you know, given that Hurkacz is still feeling his way back on the tour after a lengthy spell out injured. But anyway, still listen. I mean, it is very much on serve here in the second set between Hurkacz and Bublik. As for Iga and Kasatkina, I just, you know, even the worst performance from Iga, I can't see her losing to Daria. The rain is teeming down here in Germany. We have got a break point, by the way, on the Swiatek serve already. So Daria Kasatkina wanting to shove my prediction down my throat, maybe. Opening stages of this match. How do we see Iga's clay court season going? Can't really be any worse than last year, where she didn't win a title. Which, bearing in mind, she played Stuttgart, She played Madrid. She played Rome. You know, you'd expect her to not even make a final. It's kind of surprising. De Jong and Hachinov. Wow, look how big this is. Hachinov has a match point on the Dutchman, although it is on the Dutchman's serve. It's a very snazzy outfit that Hachinov is wearing. Just watching this match point right now. Hachinov, of course, is going to be solid, you know. Solid Hachinov. Can De Jong save this match point? He's going to have to win it because Hachinov is unlikely to lose it. Oh, but well done, Hachinov, picking up the pace there. Oh, what a passing shot, though, from De Jong to save match point. Take your hat off, Mr. De Jong. Of course, playing on home territory. Yes, bah. We've got a break point for Hurkacz against Bublik. Swiatek has saved one of the two break points against Kasatkina, but she's going to have to save another one. Wow, tennis all over right now. Bublik, though, does he save this break point? He does. Deuce. De Jong has saved a match point against Hachinov. Swiatek has saved two break points now against Kasatkina. Okay. So Bublik here serving at deuce. De Jong also serving at deuce. And Swiatek also serving at deuce last I saw. Let me have a quick look at the Swiatek situation. Yeah, although we've got another break point for Kasatkina. Well, well, well. Do hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Break point again for Hurkacz, but another one. Is it saved? Yes, it is. By a smiling Bublik. 2-all deuce. Another match point for Hachinov. Wonderful forehand there from De Jong, but Hachinov, of course, is still fighting. Wonderful forehand there from De Jong, but it's not going to win the point. A really tricky smash, which he misses. De Jong misses the smash on match point and loses in 3 sets to Karen Hachinov. It was a tricky smash, particularly given the circumstances. And Hachinov is through to the next round in Rotterdam. Meanwhile, Bublik, not only has he saved the break point, he's now got a game point of his own. Kasatkina breaks the Iga Swiatek serve. Well, well, well. A terrible tweener from Hurkacz. Sorry, terrible tweener from Bublik, but it doesn't matter because it landed out. That's why he didn't really care about the tweener. Okay, Bublik is held for 3-2. A smiling Bublik, change of ends, an hour and 5 minutes on the clock. Hurkacz to serve at 2-3. Kasatkina has drawn first blood in Doha. Well, well, well. Who saw that one coming? Not me. I've gone for Swiatek to win in straight sets. I've gone for Bublik to win in 3 sets. Still early stages of both of these two encounters. We will see how they pan out. We will have another watch along later on this evening with Tom. So do check out that watch along this evening. That'll be in about 3 or 4 hours from now, something like that. But hit the subscribe button and then also hit the notification button and you won't miss out on all of our live shows. Okay. Bublik and Hurkacz returning to the court. Swiatek and Kasatkina have changed ends, and Kasatkina, super vulnerable on serve, arguably the weakest shot she has. Anything but that for Hurkacz, who's just hit an ace, by the way. Yeah, so I went for Bublik in 3 sets over Hurkacz, and I've gone for Swiatek in straights over Kasatkina. It is 15-30 now on the Kasatkina serve. So this break advantage that Daria has may be short-lived. Big serving Hubi, ace down the tee, 30-15. Can Swiatek get some break back points? That's the 13th ace of this match for Hubi Hurkacz. It's going to be a second serve here at 30-15. Meanwhile, Swiatek and Kasatkina into the rally here. 9 minutes on the clock. It was a very lengthy first game of the match that ultimately saw Daria, the newly anointed Australian, break the Iga Swiatek serve in the opening game. Hurkacz and Bublik are 2-3 on the pole serve and 30 all. We are going to have a couple of break points for Iga Swiatek over in Doha. Of course, Doha being an outdoor tournament. Rotterdam and Dallas are indoors. While we also have Buenos Aires, of course, in Argentina, the outdoor tournament. Good serve down the tee there from Hurkacz, 40-30. And by the way, Kasatkina has saved the 2 break points. So she's gone from 15-40 to deuce. Hurkacz decked out in the orange, maybe trying to endear himself to the Dutch crowd. It's a lovely backhand winner from Hubi down the line to hold for 3 all. Meanwhile, Kasatkina has a game point to consolidate her break and go up 2-love on Iga Swiatek. Of course, Iga Swiatek, a 3-time champion at the Qatar Open. It's another reason for me to back her to win today. Some people backing her for the tournament. Understandably, going for her 4th title. She said in her on-court interview at the end of her previous match just how comfortable she feels in Doha. Well, that's not a surprise. What do we think about Mboko's dramatic win earlier over Miran Driver? Bublik this time hitting an ace, so he's up 30-love. This time he's not going to ace his opponent, and Bublik is in trouble here. Can't chase down that drop shot, so it's 30-15. And Kasatkina has consolidated the break advantage over Iga Swiatek. She leads 2-love. So a good start for the Australian. Meanwhile, Bublik has 2 game points for a 4-3 lead at the change of ends. South Africa's wonderful. I've been there a couple of times before. Innocent. Good forehand return there from Hubi Hurkacz, but ultimately, this time the drop shot didn't work for him. Yeah, I've been to South Africa before. I went there for the World Cup in 2010, and then I went back there a few months later. All right, Jake, be right back. Phone call. Still waiting for you to tell me who this tennis account is. Coming out with your barbs. So, Iga Swiatek, 15 all. She's down a break in the early stages of this encounter. I thought it was going to be a swift, straight setter for the pole, and it still might be, but not the best of starts for Iga. Bublik there missing a forehand, so he's back to 40-30. let me know in the live chat who you are predicting to win these encounters. As I've said before, I went for Swiatek and Bublik. Ooh, there was a good chance for Hurkacz to pass there. Didn't take it. And as a result, it's 4-3. Bublik smiling a lot, despite being a set down. Kasatkina's got 15-30 here on the eager Swiatek serve. Bublik having a lot of fun out there. So, 15-30 here. Swiatek serves into the body. It's a decent backhand return. No, it's not. It's gone long. 30 all. Change of ends for Hurkacz and Bublik. Well, I went for Bublik before the match. A lot of people joining the live chat for the Bublik-Hurkacz encounter. Yeah, I went for Bublik pre-match. And now we can have a break point, by the way, over in Doha for Daria Kasatkina. So for the chance for the Australian to go up a double break. Remember, the head-to-head is 6-1 in Iga Swiatek's favour. Same as Hurkacz against Bublik, mind you. And it's going to be a second serve for Kasatkina to look at. For those of you wondering what's happening in Hurkacz and Bublik, they are sat down at the change of ends. Hurkacz won the first set. Second serve here on break point for Kasatkina to look at. Where are you going to go with this serve? Into the body once again of Kasatkina. She gets it back in play. Swiatek comes into the net, and Kasatkina could have done better there on the backhand. Deuce. Hurkacz and Bublik are back on court. Hurkacz serving at 3 all and 15 all. So deuce now between Swiatek and Kasatkina. Do everyone hit that like button, by the way. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Ace out wide from Swiatek, and she screams a delight there. Game point for the pole. 16 minutes already on the clock, and we've not even completed 3 games in Doha. Just coming up towards 6 p.m. local time. Do let me know in the live chat who you think is going to win, Swiatek or Kasatkina. Just write S or K in the live chat right now. Swiatek, S. K, Kasatkina. Just write it now. S or K. Who's winning this match? Okay, Swiatek is serving. Forehand return. Back forehand from Swiatek is going to miss. So we're at deuce. Also in the live chat, write H or B. H for Hurkacz, B for Bublik. Get in the live chat right now. H for Hurkacz, B for Bublik. H or K. Write it in the live chat and press return. Go for it. Neil here going for the Swiatek win against Kasatkina, just like me. Forehand return from Kasatkina is going to miss. We're going to have a game point. Going for Swiatek and Bublik here, Prana. Thank you. Neil also going for Bublik as well. That's the same as me. That's the same combination. Swiatek and Bublik. But Bublik's got the slightly taller order, I would argue, given that he's a set down. Swiatek is a breakdown, but she does have a game point here to make it 2-1. And Kasatkina on serve is going to be vulnerable. And Swiatek holds 2-1 change of ends. 2-1 change of ends. By the way, Hurkacz here was at 40-15, and now it's deuce. Hurkacz, of course, always capable of a big serve moment just to get him out of trouble, as and when he needs it. Plus, Bublik often obliging on the turn, let's say. But, hairy moment here for Hurkacz at deuce. do hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. If you wish to join the channel as a member, you can also do that. Game point now for Hurkacz. Yeah, you can become a member by clicking join. It's pinned in the live chat. And you can do so from as little as €2 or $2 or £2 per month. You will also be supporting the channel, and you will get some extra bonuses, including exclusive interviews for members only. Brandon, hey Brandon, can you hit the like button, please? But also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hurkacz has squandered that game point, and now we're back to deuce. Bublik here, of course, if he was to break, would be serving for the second set. And it was a double fault from Hurkacz as Kasatkina and Swiatek returned to the court, by the way. Second serve as well, is this? Yes, it is. The Kasatkina, by the way, Kasatkina break is not as significant as, for example, a Sabalenka break or something, or the Rybakina break. Sabalenka and Rybakina, by the way, probably the two best servers on the WTA tour. Swiatek missing that forehand, so it's 15 love. Meanwhile, game point again for Hurkacz. It was an ace to go from... Oh, and he's held. He's held with an ace. So 4-all. Slightly hairy moment there for the pole. But now the pressure goes on Bublik because one misstep from him and Hurkacz will be 7 for the match. Kasatkina goes up 30 love. She saved a couple of break points, by the way, Kasatkina, in her previous service game. But this one looking a bit more comfortable, 30 love. Bit lucky there with the net cord, though. Iga couldn't control it. So pressure on Bublik right now. Business end of this second set, 4-all, but he has won the first point on his first serve. Brandon, if you haven't already done so, can you hit subscribe as well? That would be great. We're super close to the capacity. Wonderful return there from Iga Swiatek for 30-15. Backhand down the line. Kasatkina left motionless. So, Bublik here, double faults at 15 love. Maybe he is feeling the pressure, is the Kazakh. Thanks, Brandon. Thank you. Forehand return there from Swiatek. Nice forehand there from Kasatkina. But she's just waiting for Iga to err. And she doesn't. No, she gets lucky there, does Iga, with that net cord, but in the end, she loses the point on a backhand cross-court shot. Bublik, by the way, 30-15 now. 2 points away from 5-4. Huge moments, every point becoming bigger and bigger and bigger in Rotterdam. Meanwhile, Kasatkina holds for 3-1. So, she held to 15 as well. Is Kasatkina going to beat Iga Swiatek for the first time in almost 5 years? It was the only win that she had was in 2021 on the grass. I mean, by the way, a long, long way to go. 3-1 first set. Bublik with a game point for 5-4. How long are these types of matches? Well, depends. Just depends. I mean, we're an hour and 23 minutes into this Bublik-Hurkacz clash, but they're the best of 3 sets. But a set could be anything an hour or even longer. So this match, for example, Hurkacz wins the next 2 points and then holds serve. The match is over. That's that. So it could be done in 5 minutes, maybe less. However, Bublik holds, wins this set. We go to a third set and that goes to a tiebreaker. We could be here for another hour and a half. Huge moments, though, in Rotterdam. It's going to be a second serve as well for Hurkacz to look at. 4-all deuce. Hurkacz here. Amazing sport indeed. Living Lavish Channel 4528. Living Lavish Channel, by the way. Can you hit subscribe, please? That'll be amazing. We have a break point for Hubert Hurkacz in Rotterdam. Woo! This would be huge. If he wins this next point, he'd just have to hold serve to win the match. Remember, the first set was done on a tie break that Hurkacz won by 7 points to 2. Thanks, Living Lavish Channel 4528. Hurkacz breaks! Wow! Hurkacz is going to serve for the match, indeed. Well. Swiatek serving 1-3, 15 love. Now it's 30 love. But it is time, I think, for us to hone in on Hubert Hurkacz against Alexander Bublik. They will sit down for the change of ends. But Bublik has to win this next game or he is out in round 1 in Rotterdam. Bublik broke him indeed. So they're sat down for the change of ends. Hurkacz is going to have a little munch on a banana. And when they return to the court, Hurkacz is going to serve for the match and a place in the second round. Yes, it is indeed, Brandon. First set was done on a tie break. Meanwhile, Swiatek is held serve against Kasatkina for 3-2, albeit she's a breakdown. So Kasatkina leads 3-2 with a break, and she'll be serving when they return to the court. But returning to the court is exactly what Hurkacz and Bublik are going to do right now. And it is Hurkacz serving for the match. Umpire Renaud Lichtenstein has called time. When is Cam Norrie? Cam Norrie starting now against Chris O'Connell. Right now. Chris O'Connell serving first. And it's love 15 on O'Connell's serve. So, umpire calls time. Hurkacz serving, and it's 15-all. Huge start. Thank you very much. Are you going to send a live chat tip, maybe? That'll be nice. Keep the channel going. So, Hurkacz here serving for the match. Hubert Hurkacz is very much in command, Timmy. Timmy, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. I just want to know, is Hurkacz serving this out? Yes or no? Just write yes or no in the live chat right now. Hurkacz, is he serving this out? Yes or no? You can even just write Y or N. Do it right now and let me know if you think Hurkacz is serving this out. You hope Hurkacz is winning? Well, he is. He's 3 points away from the win. Get in the live chat. Write H. Write yes for Y, Y for yes, or N for no. Second serve here at 15-all for Bublik to look at. Yes, says Living Lavish Channel. Second serve unreturned, 30-15. No, double fault. Double fault, 15-30. Pressure, pressure, pressure. 15-30, Brandon. Not 40-15, 15-30. But a big serve down the tee, ace for 30-all. Okay, you're going to donate $20 if Bublik breaks him. All right. 2 points right now. we're 2 points away from a break, or we're 2 points away for the match for Hurkacz. Misses the first serve. That feels quite significant. Second serve here for Bublik to look at. Didn't do enough on that return. Now we're into the rally, though, which is probably as good as Bublik can hope for. Now he's got the forehand, moving Hurkacz around, moving Bublik around. These are not the best movers on tour, but they are decent. That's a lovely backhand there from Hurkacz, putting himself in charge of this rally. Bublik defends really well. Bublik defends so well. And eventually, Hurkacz misses with a forehand. So we are going to see a break point for Alexander Bublik. And he's got the break, a double fault for Hubert Hurkacz. Dearie me. Yes, I am, Ghosty. Yeah, covering both. 5-all. Well. 5 games all. Serving for the match. Thank you, Brandon. Look at this. Brandon giving us a $20 donation after that Bublik break, backing up what he said he would do. Said he would donate $20 if Bublik broke, and he did. Cristiania, hola, ¿cómo estás? Si podrías suscribir a nuestro canal, sería fenomenal. Look at this, plenty of support for both players right now. It is 30 love here on the Bublik serve. Indeed, nicely done, Brandon. As for Swiatek and Kasatkina, Kasatkina under a little bit of pressure here on her serve at 3-2 deuce. Daria does have the break of serve advantage on Iga. Running on forehand return. This is Hurkacz against Bublik. Hurkacz falling apart right now. 40 love Bublik. And we've got a break point for Iga Swiatek to get it back on serve against Kasatkina. Brandon here saying another $20 if Bublik wins the match. Well, that's a long way away right now, but he is smiling. 6-5 he leads. Change of ends. Hurkacz to serve, therefore, when they return. As for Kasatkina and Swiatek, Swiatek has broken back. 3-all. That feels huge. In the Swiatek-Kasatkina match over in Doha, Kasatkina led with an early break, but that break advantage has now been swallowed up. It is 3-all and Swiatek to serve. Bublik there, very amused about something. I think he's just amused because he's back in this match. Remember, Hurkacz was serving for it at 30-all. Double faulted and got broken. How about that? Anyway, Swiatek here will be feeling much better about her chances. 32 minutes on the clock already, and they've only played 6 games in Doha. 3-all, 15 love for the poll, but it is going to be a second serve here for Kasatkina to look at. As soon as some drama happens between Hurkacz and Bublik, you will know all about it. Bublievers, yeah. I'm a Bubliever if I can. Hurkacz there winning the point on his second serve, so he leads now 15 love, but that soon becomes 30 love, as it seems like we're heading inexorably towards a tiebreak in Rotterdam. Hey, Yuki Yuki Monsky. By the way, Yuki, this is unbelievable. My dog's name is Yuki. What about that? That deserves a like, I think, if anything. Yuki's having a snooze right now. We went out for a very long walk where she got very wet and very muddy. She was very disinterested about going in the shower, but we did squeeze her in the shower in the end. And now she's chilling in my bedroom, I think. Okay. As for Bublik and Hurkacz, 30-15. Meanwhile, Swiatek, Kasatkina, 3-all, 30-15 on the pole serve. Talking of poles and talking of 30-15s, that's the exact advantage that Hurkacz has right now on his serve. But it is going to be a second serve for Bublik to look at here at 30-15. Remember, Hurkacz was serving for the match. Got to 30-all, double faulted and was broken. As for Kasatkina and Swiatek, Swiatek has a couple of game points after Kasatkina decided to go big for a change. And Swiatek now leads 40-15 on her serve. As for Bublik and Hurkacz, interesting times, 30-all. So difficult to break the Hurkacz serve, but somehow Bublik managed to do it. A little bit of a gift, that double fault, mind you, when he broke at 5-4. For those of you just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Game point, Hurkacz to force a tie break. Game points for Iga Swiatek in Doha to get to 4-3 change of ends. And she's got it because Kasatkina misses on the forehand return. So they are 4-3 change of ends. They will sit down and have a break for 90 seconds. Meanwhile, in Rotterdam, we have a second set tiebreak. Hurkacz against Bublik. Let me know who's winning this tiebreak. H or B? H or B? Write it in the live chat right now. I'm going H, just because he's always winning tiebreaks. Get in the live chat. H or B now. Come on, vote, 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 vote. Ghosty going for Hurkacz. Come on, everyone. I need those H's and B's in the live chat for who's going to win this tiebreak. Hurkacz wins the first point on the second serve of Bublik. Yuki Monsky, by the way, going for Bublik. Brandon going for Hurkacz, just like the first set. Remember, the first set was won on a tiebreak. The first set was won on a tiebreak, and it was won by Hurkacz. Bublik will be very disappointed with the way this second set tiebreak has begun. Come on, people. Not long left to vote now because I'm not going to include any votes after the second point. At least there's a second serve for Hurkacz to look at here anyway. It was a lengthy rally that in the end, Bublik erred on to lose that first point. But he's got that mini break back. 1-all. Remember, my pre-match predictions were Swiatek in straight sets and Bublik in 3 with a bunch of tie breaks. So for that to happen, Bublik, of course, has to win this tie break. Okay. Who says they count for nothing? So a second serve. And Bublik now wins the mini break. Bublik wins back-to-back points on the Hurkacz serve. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Bublik is leading this tiebreak by 2-1. Meanwhile, over in Doha, Kasatkina in trouble on her serve. Love 30 down. 3-4, Kasatkina. It's a super long first set, by the way. If they go to a tiebreak, it'll probably be well over an hour. As for Hurkacz and Bublik, Bublik has the double break advantage after a backhand from Hurkacz went long. So it is 2-1 to Bublik. And 2-1 becomes 3-1. And 3-1 becomes 4-1 now on the Bublik serve. Well. Brandon here going for 12-10. Brandon, by the way, well, thank you very much for your $20 donation. And of course, Brandon's also said that if Hurkacz gets if Bublik wins the match, he'll donate another $20. Well, it does look like, at least for now, we're going to go to a third set. A 4-1 advantage in this tiebreak for Alexander Bublik. So it does look like we're going to go 3 sets at the very least. People, do hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. 4-1 Alexander Bublik. Meanwhile, in Doha, we have a break of serve. Iga Swiatek breaks, and she's going to serve for the first set. So Iga Swiatek breaks, and Bublik leads 5-1 over Hurkacz. Don't talk to me about hammers after they took denied us 3 points yesterday, Ghosty. Everybody hurts sometimes. Cheers. Finished my tea. So 5-1 change of ends for Bublik. Well. Wowza. Meanwhile, Iga Swiatek in Doha serving for the first set. 15-all, 5-3. Timmy here still backing Hurkacz for the tiebreak, but a long way back. Of course, it was 5-1 in the first set. Bublik got it to, I think, 5-2 before ultimately going down 7-2 in that first set tiebreak. But in the second set tiebreak, change of ends, 5-1. If Bublik wins this next point, I mean, her 5 set points, that'd be wild. But I think Hurkacz will win this point. But it's going to be a second serve for Bublik to look at. No, 1-1 draw, Ghosty, 1-1 draw. Last minute equalizer from Seshko. Well, not quite last minute, but very late on. So a second serve here for Bublik to look at. And Bublik wins the point. Wow. 5 set points. I didn't know Andreeva cried, no. I know it was a tough loss for her in the end. 5 set points for Alexander Bublik. Swiatek leads 5-3, 30-15 over in Doha. 5 set points for Alexander Bublik. I think we're going to go 3. Bublik serving, and he gets it done on his first serve. So we're going 3 sets in Rotterdam. Is Swiatek going to serve this out in Doha? Let's find out. 30-all, so a little bit of pressure here for Swiatek on her serve, albeit she's still just 2 points away from sealing this set. Do hit that like button, by the way, people, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Brandon here, keen for the Bublik win. Misses the first serve, Swiatek. 30-all. My predictions of Swiatek in straight sets and Bublik in 3 are very much still on. Okay, we're into the rally here at 30-all. Iga knows that she's probably going to have to win this point because Kasatkina is unlikely to go for broke at this stage. And Swiatek breaks down. 30-40. Backhand into the net. So, break point, Kasatkina. It's all go here. It's all go. Shall we share the subscriber count on the screen? Woo! We're getting closer to the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium, people. We're getting closer and closer and closer. Hey, Jake, good to see you back. I know, Spurs in relegation trouble. Well, of course, they've fired their coach today, Thomas Frank. Thomas, if you want a job at Talking Tennis, I think we'll find something for you. Not sure what. Maybe you can design our thumbnails. Double fault, Iga Swiatek. Kasatkina has broken back 5-4. Good to have you back, Jake. So, Jake, come on, man. Time to own up. Who are you criticizing with this tweet yesterday? If you're going to try and be a tennis in the know account, at least watch the matches you are trying to describe. FFS. Okay. So, Swiatek's still a game away. I still think she'll do this in straights just because the Kasatkina serve is a powder puff. Anyway, Hurkacz serving first at the beginning of the deciding set. Ghosty saying hi, Jakey. 15 all. Bublik winning the point there on the second serve of Hurkacz. Meanwhile, change of ends for Kasatkina and Swiatek. They've both broken each other's serve twice. Kasatkina went up an early break. Then Swiatek gets it back, 3 all. Then at 4-3, Swiatek breaks Kasatkina, but doesn't serve it out. And that's where we are at right now, with Kasatkina serving at 4-5. Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? What do we think about that, Ghosty? We're going to hemorrhage viewers as I sing that, no doubt. Yeah, lucky Wawrinka. Okay. So, Kasatkina here serving 4-5. Igor on the attack, of course. Igor on the attack, but Kasatkina, and the volley there from Igor is wayward. 15 love. Igor volleys. What do we think? Room for improvement, I would suggest. As I look towards her coaching team, Daria there muttering a few words to Wim Fissette. Daria, of course, the psychological guru. Is that a fair title for her? Igor there with a nice spinny forehand. Daria chasing these balls down, but she's not going to chase that one down. 15 all. Technically, Igor here, 3 points away from winning the first set. She was 2 points away on her own serve in the previous game. Jakey here saying, Bublik motivated, let's go. Well, Hurkacz has held serve at the beginning of the deciding set with an ace. Number 20 for Hurkacz in this encounter. Okay, 15 all here between Kasatkina and Swiatek. Forehand to forehand right now. Both, of course, right-handers. And it's Swiatek's forehand that breaks down. Do you really want to hurt me? All right. Enough of that. Going to need some doubles in the second tiebreaker with Hubi. Going to need some doubles. Oh, double faults. Well, he did do one when he was 7 for the match. That cost him big style. Oh, look at that, Kasatkina. You can go big when the opportunity presents itself. 40-15, Daria Kasatkina. What do I make of the AO upsets? Well, they are upsets, but Coco and Anisimova during the Australian Open didn't exactly fill me with a huge amount of confidence regarding their form coming into this tournament. That's not me suggesting that I thought Coco would go out first round. I remember the commentary from Nick after the Australian Open final. And he's like, Big Four is back because Coco's the French Open holder. Igor's the Wimbledon holder. And by the way, Kasatkina's held for 5-all. Sabalenka won the US Open and Rebecca. But I was thinking, it's not a Big Four because they all need to be sort of playing well at the same time for it to be a Big Four. And Coco's form is way off where it could and should be. So, yeah. I mean, it can come back any time. But Coco's performances at the last 3 slams has left a lot to be desired. A leaping backhand from Kasatkina, I agree. That was very, very cute indeed. All right, got your eye on Mukova. Fair enough. Yeah, and Anisimova as well, really, since the matchup, was it with Pegula she lost to in Australia? And to be fair, I went for the Anisimova win, but from the second that match started, the matchup didn't look good, which is something that Mert had highlighted. Wonderful forehand winner there. Well, it isn't an outright winner, but effective anyway. Swiatek got her racket on it. But that was a big forehand from Kasatkina. A couple of big forehands, actually. Look at this. Boom. Take that, Iga. Take that and party. Bublik is held, by the way, for 1-1. Pegula's out as well, is she? Yep. Yeah. We didn't play well, but West Ham fighting for their lives. Late equaliser, can't complain. Okay. So, Swiatek is serving 5-5, 30-15, 49 minutes on the clock. Thank you for the donation, by the way, from Brandon earlier, giving us $20. Much appreciated. You can also become a member, by the way, by clicking the link pinned in the live chat. And you can do so from as little as $2 per month. You can also become slightly bigger members and donate more to the channel if you wish. 40.15 here for Iga Swiatek. Don't know if she is a member. Probably not. Ghosty, I'd love to know your thoughts on foundations. And when I say foundations, I'm not talking about building blocks for an apartment block. I'm talking about these so-called charities that very, 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 very wealthy people have. Good for you, Ghosty. Good for you. Good for you. Do you really want to hug me? No one's commented on my singing, by the way, which I guess is neither good nor bad. It could be like good sign that you're not thinking it's that bad. 40-30 here. So a game point still, though, for Iga to make it 6-5 in this matchup with Daria Kasatkina in Doha. First serve goes into the net. We seem to be stuck on 23,647 subscribers. Come on, people. There's probably about 10 or 15 people watching right now, and you're not subscribers. We are going to get to juice here in this Swiatek-Kasatkina encounter. Kasatkina's already broken Iga twice today. And she threatens to make it a third time. Did really well there, Kasatkina, with that backhand. And really well with that backhand going in behind Iga. What's going on between Hurkacz and Bublik? Well, they are on serve. There you go. They are on serve. Okay. Juice here between Swiatek and Kasatkina. Hurkacz with a game point for 2-1. $52 minutes on the clock between Swiatek and Kasatkina. Really good return there from Kasatkina. And Iga's forehand again breaking down. And we are indeed, as Brandon suggests, going to have a break point for Kasatkina. Timmy here saying he loves Hurkacz. Jake here saying he's enjoying this match a lot. I'm assuming you mean Hurkacz against Bublik. Oh, Kasatkina going along with that backhand return, and it's deuce. Meanwhile, Bublik serving at 1-2 in the deciding set. So Hurkacz with that mini advantage of serving first. Back over in Doha, we are at deuce between Swiatek and Kasatkina, and the first serve from Iga goes into the net. So a second serve here for Kasatkina to look at. A couple of epic matches going on at the moment. Much more epic than I considered. I thought Iga would win this comfortably. Good second serve down the tee there from Iga. Backhand, she comes into the net though, Iga. Oh, terrible volley from Iga Swiatek. Doesn't get it over the net. And as I did question earlier, I said, guys, what do we think about Iga on the volley? I said room for improvement. We look towards her coaching team as we do again once again. And I stick by it. Okay, today Kasatkina has been 2 from 6 on break points. 1. Here comes another one. Second break point in this game. Forehand return from her. We're into the rally right now. Iga goes huge on the forehand and misses. Iga Swiatek, her forehand has been way off today. And Kasatkina is going to serve for the first set. Ghosty here, definitely agreeing with me. Ghosty, by the way, although I think we're in agreement regarding her volleys, every time the topic of volleys comes up, Ghosty says, play more doubles. Every time someone loses, by the way, and if they play doubles as well the same week or whatever, shouldn't play the doubles. Zip Somor 2545. You need Bublik to win. Can you hit the like button on this video, but also Zip Somor 2545? Can you hit subscribe? And then we'll see that little figure tick over. Timmy V. The Train Eater 6332. We have some funny names in the chat today. There we go. Covering all bases, Ghosty. If everyone who's not subscribed suddenly hits subscribe right now, this number below would just go and tick over and get us almost to the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium. We're about 124 subscribers away from the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium. With all of our subscribers, we would basically fill the biggest tennis stadium in the world. The stadium in Rotterdam, I have no idea what the capacity is, but we'd probably fill that several times over. Just a quick Google. It says 15,000. Okay. Well, we'd sell it out 1.5 times. Put it that way. Okay. Kasatkina is serving for the first set against Iga Swiatek. Something I didn't expect at the beginning of the match. Mind you, Iga on the attack here. Iga, that volley, surely she can't miss that one. No, she doesn't. That was an easy volley there for Iga. Love 15. Meanwhile, Hurkacz 40 love on his serve against Bublik. So he has 3 game points, and he does indeed get the hold. So Hurkacz now 3-2. Brandon, pretty sure that this third set between Hurkacz and Bublik is going to go to a tiebreak. That makes sense. What also makes sense is that Swiatek and Kasatkina will be in a tiebreak too, because although Kasatkina is serving for the first set, she's down love 30. Jer Santax, by the way, thinks it's going to be 7-5. Jer Santax and MNM Collectibles, can you please, both of you, hit subscribe on our channel? Love 40 here, Kasatkina, Swiatek. So 3 break points to take us to a tiebreak. It feels inevitable. Inevitable. Collectible. 3 break points. Oh my goodness me. Now that's a collectible. That's a collector's item. An ace from Daria Kasatkina to save one of the break points. See you, Jake. You're going to miss Tom on comms tonight. Tom's going to do a commentary on an ATP match in a couple of hours. Decent serve down the tee, and Iga can't deal with it. 30-40. Deuce. Kasatkina saves another one. I'm just going to go quickly check on the dog, by the way. You've got the scoreboard. Keep chatting away in the live chat. I'll be back in about 30 seconds. She's coming through. Kasatkina has a set point. Hurkacz has not broken the Bublik serve, so it's 3-all. Hello, Yuki. Yuki. Oh, but that's too good from Swiatek, so we're back to deuce. A wry smile there from Daria Kasatkina. She is serving 6-5, so a set point has come and gone. Yuki is the name of my dog. Okay. Deuce here. Meanwhile, Hurkacz and Bublik 3-all. Hurkacz serving. Deuce here. Kasatkina serving as she tries to serve out this first set. Decent return there from Iga. Forehand to forehand right now. Now it's down the line. It's a good change of direction, but well defended from Swiatek. But she can't defend that forehand winner from Kasatkina. An hour on the clock. And we have another set point for Daria Kasatkina. I don't think she's taken a set off Iga in 5 years across 6 matches. I think the last 6 matches have all gone the way of Iga, and I think they've all been straight sets. I'm going to check that in a moment. Iga on the attack here. Iga on the attack. Kasatkina defending. Kasatkina defending. Really defending pretty well. Really well. Iga can't deal with it. Kasatkina wins the first set. 7-5. Boom, boom, boom. Talking of boom, 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 Hubert Hurkacz has just hit ace number 23 against Alexander Bublik. And he's got 3 game points for 4-3. Oh, Kasatkina. Take a bow, winning a set off Iga Swiatek. I'm just going to check the head-to-head, by the way. I know it is 6-1 in Iga's favor, and Iga lost the first one on grass and then won the next 6. By the way, stats for Gard in that first set. Anything stand out? Total points 1. Iga Swiatek 42. Daria Kasatkina 43. Okay, regarding their head-to-head, by the way, yeah, so it's 6-1 in Iga's favor, and Iga won the last 6, but lost the first one on grass. And indeed, that is the first time since 2021, so almost 5 years, because it was in the grass season, that Kasatkina has won a set against Iga Swiatek. And it's the first time she's ever won a set on a hard court. So this stretches back their rivalry to 2021. Kasatkina winning the first encounter. Then the second encounter was a straight sets win for Swiatek at the Australian Open of 2022. Then Swiatek won in Dubai and Doha. This is during that unbeaten stretch that Swiatek had in 2022 that saw her soar to world number one. If you can remember that stretch 4 years ago, including a win on this very in this very tournament. Straight sets there. Then there was a straight sets win on clay, as you would expect, at Roland Garros in 2022, as Iga was en route to winning her second French Open title. Somehow Kasatkina got to the semi-finals of the French Open in 2022. I think Swiatek beat Coco in the final that year, didn't she? If memory serves. Then there was the WTA final, straight sets win for Iga. So, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins in 2022. And then another one in 2024 for Iga. All straight sets, demolition jobs. So, well done, Kasatkina, winning your first set against Iga Swiatek in almost 5 years. Meanwhile, in Rotterdam, we've got Bublik serving at 3-4. 30 love. My video's getting choppy, is it? Well, most importantly, if my video's getting choppy, okay, but most importantly, my audio, I want to keep stable where possible. That's the most important thing. Whether you see me or not, at least you can hear me, especially if I'm singing. Okay. Thanks, Ghosty. And good to know the audio is still okay. Well, I tell you what is stuck. Our subscriber count. 23,647. Bublik holds, by the way, for all. Huge moments now. Number 11 ace there for Bublik. He's well down in ace count because Hurkacz has hit 23 aces and Bublik has hit 11. But the most important statistic of all is that we are deep into this third set and it is 4 games all. And now the pressure is back on Hubert Hurkacz at 4-all after Hubi just held to 15. Beginning of the second set in Doha, well over an hour on the clock there. Iga Swiatek losing her first set to Daria Kasatkina since 2021. That's a run stretching back 7 matches. Iga leading that head-to-head 6-1. I still expect Iga to go on and take the win, but a certainly off-color Iga in that first set, especially the forehand. Hurkacz has raced into a 30-love lead, by the way, and that includes an ace for the pole to bring up his 24th ace of the match. Pressure moments for both players right now, but there'll be huge pressure on Bublik in the next game because if Hurkacz holds, Bublik will be serving to stay in the match. I mean, Hurkacz has made a few changes to his team over the last year or so, hasn't he? A reminder, by the way, that it was a very generous donation from Brandon of $20 earlier. Thanks very much for that. Brandon, make sure you tune in for more watch-alongs in the future, by the way. We do lots of them. We're going to have another one tonight. Tonight in Europe, maybe if you're in the US later on this afternoon. Probably a Rotterdam match, but we might opt for Dallas or Buenos Aires yet. But it's going to be Tom on the comms anyway. Hurkacz holds to love, by the way. So the pressure is very much now on Alexander Bublik. 4-5, serving to stay in the match. Let me know in the live chat right now, and this is a current opinion, not your pre-match thought, who is winning this match? Just want in the live chat right now, H or B? H or B? Write it in the live chat, click return, and we'll see what you guys are saying. H or B? Who's winning this match now? I'm going to just simply go for my currently right now, I'm going H just because he's leading 5-4. That's the only reason. Basically, Hurkacz has been injured. Inferno 1107. That's why he's down that far in the rankings. And he had a terrible Australian Open. So we've got 3 votes for H and 1 for B so far. Thank you, Wesley, for letting us know. Wesley and Justin, if you haven't already done so, and Inferno as well, hit subscribe below the screen and you'll see that number tick over. Hasn't ticked over for quite a while. He's a fun guy for sure, yeah. Okay, Bublik serving to send the match. 4-5, 15 love. So good start for him, winning that point on the first serve. Meanwhile, we've got underway in the second set over in Doha. Swiatek serving, having lost the first set, but she does look pretty comfortable on serve at the beginning of the second set. Meanwhile, Bublik not feeling the pressure. Thank you for our latest subscriber. And Yuki here tipping a Bublik win. By the way, so we've got Yuki in the live chat and we've got Yuki, my dog. Yeah, lovely drop shot. 40-30 Swiatek Kasatkina as Iga looks to get off the mark at the beginning of the second set. It's a lovely drop shot there from Bublik. I think it caught Hurkacz by surprise. To get to 30 love. Meanwhile, Swiatek, can she take this game point? And Swiatek is held for 1 love. Remember, Bublik here is walking the tightrope of serving to stay in the match. And it was a forehand winner to bring up 30-15, but now it's 40-15 with an ace from Bublik. So Bublik gets that with an ace. That's number 12 for the match. More or less half the number of aces that Hurkacz has hit, but it doesn't really matter that much. Everyone, please hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe and watch that number tick over. And if you see it tick over, you will know that you have made the difference and you can do a little dance. Hurkacz winning the next point, by the way. So 1 game point for Bublik has come and gone. But Bublik does hold for 5-all. Every single point of every single game right now is huge. Even just Hurkacz, if he goes love 15 down here, will feel significant, right? Because love 15, I mean, if it goes love 15 and then love 30, you're suddenly looking at a 50-50 chance on being broken. I think Hurkacz has only been broken once in this entire match, and it was when he was serving for the match in the second set. Got to 30-all. Double fault cost Hubie, and he was broken. And then Bublik won the second set tiebreak comfortably. So, over to you, Hurkacz. 5-all. Iga held, by the way, for 1 love at the beginning of the second set against Kasatkina. Okay. Great tennis this week, says Brandon. It does indeed go love 15. What did I say? What did I say, people? Does get interesting, doesn't it? Tsitsipas is playing tomorrow. He beat Rinderknech in the first round, which I think is a decent win in straights. Rinderknech, of course, a Masters 1000 finalist last year in Shanghai. By the way, that love 15 point was courtesy of a tight forehand from Hurkacz. And I think Hurkacz's inexperience over the last 12 months of playing super tight matches might just go in Bublik's favor. But he does win the next point to make it 15 all. And thank you for our latest subscribers, by the way. Wonderful to see that subscriber count tick over. Wow. 83% first serves in. Didn't know that. Thank you for that little stat, Ghosty. Meanwhile, Kasatkina has held serve at the beginning of the second set. So they are 1-1 over in Doha. I will focus all my energies on the Swiatek-Kasatkina match shortly. But right now, as we approach the business end, not just of this set, but also of the match between Hurkacz and Bublik, interesting times, particularly if Bublik can win this next point, which he does after another tight forehand from Hurkacz, 15-30. And it is now 15-40. We have 2 break points for the Kazakh. Well. Remember, Hurkacz has only broken serve once in the entire match, but he's threatening to do it for a second time. That drive volley was just not good enough from Bublik, but he does, sorry, from Hurkacz, but he does save the first of these 2 break points. I wouldn't quite say he was in no man's land, Ghosty, personally. I would just say he didn't do enough with the drive volley. I mean, he wasn't in no man's land. He was at the net, but he gave Bublik a chance to pass. And Bublik gets the break. He will serve for the match. Boom, boom, boom. Are we going to have our first set that's not a tie break? Yuki says, let's go. That's Yuki Monsky in the live chat, by the way, not Yuki, my dog. If Yuki, my dog, suddenly screamed out, let's go, that would be a minor miracle, but at least I would have it on YouTube and could clip it up. And that clip would certainly go viral. Dog speaks for first time in history. That Hurkacz forehand in that last game was an absolute mess. An absolute mess. 3 horrible forehands from Hubert Hurkacz, all of which went awry. That last one by some distance. And if you add that forehand drive volley that he didn't do anywhere near enough with, and that's where Bublik managed to pass him. And now Bublik is going to serve for the match. And remember, what was my prediction? Everybody in the live chat, who can remember what was my prediction at the beginning of this match? If you can remember my prediction at the beginning of this match, write it in the live chat right now. You can probably guess what my prediction was, given my tone being smug tone. So you can write that in live chat. And yeah, we've already had one $20 donation from Brandon today. Are we going to get another $20? Well, we will do, I think, if Bublik holds here. By the way, you can also donate to the channel either by sending in a super chat, or you can even become a member of the Talking Tennis community and actually get something for your money. Because if you become a member, you will get exclusive content for members only. Okay, Bublik here, serving for the match. We've just gained another subscriber. Thank you very much for that subscription. By someone just clicked subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think it's in the corner, and then you'll get notified whenever we go live. 15 love, Bublik, 3 points away. Remember, about an hour ago, Hubert Hurkacz was serving for the match. And now it is Bublik serving for the match. But it is 15 all here on the Bublik serve. The first serve that he won, the first point he won was after an unreturned serve. Look at him just sort of chewing there like he's just having a game in the park. That's Bublik I'm referring to, of course. He did spray that backhand indeed, Bublik. This time it's his turn to be a bit loose. I mean, the first 2 backhands were decent, but the last one was not. And we have got to 15-30. Well. Is there going to be another twist in this incredible tennis tale? Swiatek, by the way, was at deuce on her serve, but has now got an advantage. They are on serve in the second set. Remember, Kasatkina won the first set that Daria Kasatkina has won over Iga Swiatek in almost 5 years. Bublik here, by the way, that was a double fault. And now we've got 2 break points for Hubert Hurkacz. Incredible. This match just keeps on giving. I think they use it for other things, Ghosty, as well. If it was just for tennis, I think they'd be in a pretty poor spot, given that it's just 1 week per year. 2 break points for Hubert Hurkacz. Deary me. Double faults does seem to be the theme of the day, really, when people are serving for the match. And it was a nice volley there from Hurkacz to give him the first break point. But the first break point has been saved by Alexander Bublik. 30-40. Remember, Hurkacz has got 2 things to do. He needs to break the Bublik serve here, but he also needs to win the tiebreak. But surely he would have some momentum going into that tiebreak if indeed he does get the break here. And he had a chance on that second serve from Bublik. He had a huge chance into the rally, but it may be just a bit too passive. And in the end, the drop shot was the undoing of Hurkacz. But there is another break point for Bublik that he needs to save. Break point number 2 for Hubert Hurkacz to force this match into a 3rd set tiebreak. He'll be stretching his quads quite a bit after that slide, indeed, as he slid into the net. And by the way, Bublik has saved the second break point. We are now at deuce, ladies and gentlemen. Huge moments in this match. There might just only be a few more minutes for you to hit that like button and, of course, click subscribe. So please do it now, because this match could be over in a minute or two and you'll be going, didn't have a chance to hit like and subscribe while they were live. And okay, you can still do it afterwards, of course you can. But if you do it afterwards, you won't get to see the ticker tick over in real time and knowing you've made the difference. By the way, we've got a match point now for Alexander Bublik. Finally, he had to save those 2 break points. Hurkacz had his chances, but was too passive. And now we have a match point for Alexander Bublik. How is this point going to pan out? Is it going to be an incredible win for Alexander Bublik after Hurkacz was serving for it for a straight sets win? Remember that head-to-head, 6-1 in favor of Hurkacz. And also remember my pre-match prediction, which was a Bublik winning 3 sets with a couple of breakers. But Bublik doesn't take it. Hurkacz saves the first match point. So we are back to deuce. We have 72 people tuning in right now. And statistically, about 50 of you have not subscribed to the channel. If you all hit subscribe right now, right? Those of you that haven't subscribed, that number would just go crazy. And you just see it tick, 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 tick over. So just hit that subscribe button. You know what you're doing. By the way, Bublik on that match point had a very winnable forehand, but he missed it. He is going to get a second match point, though. Alexander Bublik, for a spot in the round of 16, is going to be able to take this second match point. Bublik serves. Chris O'Connell and Cam Norrie into a first set tiebreak, by the way. Just want to see what the draw is to see who the winner of this encounter is going to play. Bublik here, 6-5, advantage, match point for the Kazakh for a spot in the round of 16. And Bublik, should he take this match point, will play someone. He's done it. He's done it. He's through. Alexander Bublik has won this match against Hubert Hurkacz 6-7, 7-6, 7-5. Well, wonderful for your donation. Thank you very much, Brandon, for donating $40 today, backing up what you said you would do. You said if he won the second set, you would donate. I think actually you said you would, if he broke, you would donate $20, and he did. And then you said if he wins the match, you donate another 20. So thank you very much for that, Brandon. Huge support for the channel. You can also, by the way, support the channel either by sending in a live chat or clicking on the membership link pinned in the live chat. And you can donate $2 or more per month and become a member and get exclusive footage. But regarding this match, it came down to one moment, really, didn't it? And that was when Hurkacz was serving for the match in the second set. He's serving for it at 5-4, and he double faults. He gets to 30 all, and then a double fault leads to him being broken. And now it's 5-all. We go into the tiebreak. Bublik runs away with the tiebreak. The rest of the match was nip and tuck, hold, until we get to 5-all. Bublik gets the break, and then he serves it out, having to save 2 break points on the way. Regarding some of the stats, the serve quality, by the way, from Hurkacz was at 9 on that scale, whereas 8.5 for Bublik. But overall, Bublik winning the performance rating. These are obviously coming from Tennis Insights, with an 8.1 rating for Bublik and 7.7 for Hubert Hurkacz. Looking at the unforced errors on the forehand from Hubert Hurkacz, 21. And who can forget the 3 unforced errors from Hubert Hurkacz on the forehand at 5-all in that deciding set? And it cost him. It cost him the break, and it cost him the match. He was a bit tight, just in the tightest of tight moments. And ultimately, Bublik was relaxed enough to get the job done. Bublik, by the way, I want to see who he's going to be playing next. Would be good to know. Bublik will be playing someone. The draw on the ATP website is not too helpful. If you know in the live chat who Bublik's going to be playing next, that would be great. Is it the winner of Cam Norrie and Chris O'Connell? The ABM Anro, by the way, open website is, not ideal. Let's have a look. Singles draw here. Let's scroll down. Oh, okay. We've got it. So Bublik is going to play Jan-Lennard Struff in the next round. Struff coming through against Hugo Grenier, the qualifier, in straight sets, 6-love, 6-4. Bublik coming through in anything but straight sets today in a 3-set epic that he managed to get over the line in 7-5 in the third, just now over Hubert Hurkacz. Let's have a quick look at the Bublik-Struff head-to-head, by the way. They must have played each other a few times. They've both been on the tour for quite a long time. It's 3-1 in the favor of Jan-Lennard Struff. Let's have a quick look at some of those encounters. Struff's ranking, though, since then has obviously plummeted to 82 in the world. Bublik is clinging on to a top 10 position. There is also a challenger match between the two of them in 2023, which doesn't go in official head-to-head stats, but it did also go the way of Jan-Lennard Struff. Their most recent encounter came in the French Open round of 64 18 months ago, and Struff won that one in straight sets. The only match that Bublik has won came in Halle. I mean, they are both kind of all-court-ish players, I would suggest. Well, probably Struff on the clay has probably got slightly bigger pedigree, but the grass, they are both very, very, very good grass court players. That's a good win Bublik had on the grass in Halle in 2023. Their hard court matches, well, they've only had one outdoor hard court match. That was that challenger I mentioned in Phoenix that went the way of Jan-Lennard Struff. And then they had an indoor hard match in 2021. Well, of course, this will be on indoor hard in Rotterdam. But if we think about where the two players are at right now, it has to be Bublik, surely, as the favorite. I mean, he's a top 10 player, and he's backed it up with a win here today over Hubert Hurkacz in 3 sets. A really, really morale-boosting win as well when you're staring down the barrel of defeat like he was against Hurkacz, with Hurkacz serving for the match. You got to feel good about yourself. By the way, we're going to have a watch-along tonight that Tom is going to bring you. I say tonight. If you're based in Europe, it'll be tonight. So please do tune in for that. Make sure you hit the like button, but also subscribe, and also hit the notification bell, please, because they'll get notified as soon as we go live, and you come join us and some tennis experts, but you'll also be able to join some tennis fans and have a chat with them in the live chat as these matches are unfolding. And what an epic match we've just had between Alexander Bublik and Hubert Hurkacz, and Bublik winning that. So the deficit that he has to Hurkacz in the head-to-head. It'll be around about 7 or 8 p.m. GMT, which Eastern time will be mid-afternoon. Where are you based, Brandon? Let me know where in the world you're based, and then I'll know what time we're going live. We have, of course, now got the WTA encounter to consider, which is going on right now between Swiatek and Kasatkina. Swiatek has got the early break on Kasatkina, by the way, in the second set. So that one could well be going 3 sets. We can share that one. You're in Milwaukee, so I'm guessing that's Central Time, is it, Brandon? So I think about 1 o'clock your time, something like that. All right, let's focus on Swiatek against Kasatkina for the final part of this live watch along. Swiatek down a set to the recently anointed Australian, but she is a break up in the second set. Let me know who you think is going to win this, S or K, in the live chat. Just write S or K in the live chat, and do so now. Kasatkina has the advantage of having won the first set, but Swiatek up a break in the second. I did go for a Swiatek win pre-match, albeit I thought it would be more comfortable than this. It's an extremely favourable head-to-head that Iga has, 6-1. But we have seen somebody today narrow a 6-1 head-to-head deficit. And that is Alexander Bublik. He was 6-1 down in the head-to-head with Hubert Hurkacz, but now that's 6-2. So right now it is 10 past 10 in the morning where you are. I think it'll be about 2 to 3 hours from now. We'll be live again, Brandon. But we're going to stay live for the remainder of this Kasatkina match as well. I'm just going to get a quick drink of water. And I'm also going to check on Yuki, but you can see the score with Iga Swiatek, 3 game points for 4-1. Do hit that like button while I'm not here, by the way. Okay, I'm back. Yuki is chilling. Oh, Kasatkina's won a couple of points in a row to get us to 40-30. It was 3 game points last time left, which was just a brief moment ago. And yet here we are at 40-30. Okay. But Iga does get over the line and holds for 4-1. So, Swiatek here honing in on, closing in on a second set and forcing this to a decider. In this match, she's hit double the number of unforced errors of Daria Kasatkina, but that is something I would expect, to be honest with you, just because of the nature of the two players. By the way, she took that service game with an ace. Yeah, I'm not sure which match Tom will be commentating. I'm not sure which one yet, but yeah, it'll be an ATP match, that's for sure. Might be Davidovich Fokina. Yeah, I was looking at the draw earlier. I think there's sort of 3 distinct possibilities. Let me have a look. Tom and I were talking. Yeah, Mickelson, Divovic, Fokina, Felix Auger-Aliassime against Alexei Popyrin, or Quinton Halles against Griekspoor. Felix against Popyrin and Halles against Griekspoor in Rotterdam, and Mickelson against Divovic, Fokina in Dallas. They are the 3 possibles that we will be honing in on. Okay. So, 4-1 Swiatek. Let's know in the live chat who's winning this. Just write S for Swiatek or K for Kasatkina and do it right now while they're at the change of ends. Just simply write in the live chat S or K and hit return. And you can also vote in our poll as well. Poll being the operative word regarding Iga Swiatek, of course. I went for Iga pre-match. Is that Cam Norrie you're referring to? Losing the tiebreaker at 11-9? Yeah, I guessed it was. To O'Connell, yeah? Oakley Dokley. Kasatkina here, 15 love. Is that a double fault from her? Yes, it is. 15 all. Yes. Okay. 15 all here on the Kasatkina serve. Out wide. Forehand return from Iga is decent. Now it's on the backhand from Iga Swiatek into the forehand. Oh, and Kasatkina. That was a labored bit of movement there, and it's 15-30. 15-30. So Iga Swiatek here threatening the Kasatkina serve, not for the first time today. She broke the Kasatkina serve twice in the first set. She served for that first set, but wasn't able to get over the line. Got broken herself back to back. So it was 3 times that Iga was broken in the first set. She broke Kasatkina twice herself. But now altogether, they've broken each other 3 times. Okay. Second serve return is big-ish from Iga. Iga on the forehand here. Now on the backhand with some good depth there from Kasatkina. Oh, really good shot there from Kasatkina. Quite aggressive by her standards in particular. Now she's got a smash. Does she put it away? No. Well done, Iga Swiatek. Kasatkina scrambling for that one. But we are back at neutral. Wonderful forehand there from Iga. If she wins this point, she will have got out of jail in a big way. Wonderful backhand cross court. Kasatkina goes long. Just Kasatkina not powerful enough there with that smash. 15-40. What a point. Iga Swiatek, take a bow. 15-40. So it's done the T. Backhand turn is going to miss, is it, I think? Or she landed that. I think she has. That was lucky for me because I think she missed that backhand return. And now Iga Swiatek is going to serve for this second set. So, Iga Swiatek serving for it to take us into a third set. She will be the hot favorite. Of course, She get over the line. Hello, Carter Edgar. 9027. Wonderful to have you on board. If you're wondering what happened in the encounter between Alexander Bublik and Hubert Hurkacz, Bublik won in 3 epic sets. And Hurkacz was serving for the match as well in the second set. Got to 30 all and double faulted as he was broken. Hurkacz then took the tiebreak. They then get to 5 all in the second set. And Hurkacz's forehand decided to go for a wander. Bublik got the break and ultimately closed it out in 3 sets. Missed forehand there from Kasatkina, and it's 30 love for Iga Swiatek. Okay, Brandon. If Noe mounts a comeback and wins the match, he'll give us a $10 donation and he'll become a member as well. Thank you, Brandon. You've already given us a lot today anyway. $40 in donations from Brandon. You can also donate. If you're watching, tuning in, you can send in a super chat. 3 set points here for Iga Swiatek. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going down the tee, but you're going to miss the first serve. So a second serve here for Daria Kasatkina to look at. Backhand return into the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand from Kasatkina. Wow, that was electric down the line from Kasatkina. 40-15. Still got 2 set points here, has Iga. 40-15. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going into the forehand of Kasatkina. Backhand from Iga. Backhand from Kasatkina is going to go long. Iga Swiatek seals the second set by 6 games to 1. It feels like some kind of normality is resuming. We're going to head to a third set, but with all the momentum in this encounter with the poll, 1 hour and 40 minutes on the clock. We're into a third set shootout between Iga Swiatek and Daria Kasatkina. That will indeed be pretty deflating, I would have thought, for Kasatkina. I think it should be enough. Regarding the set stats, look at this, by the way. In that terms of that set, Iga hit 14 winners to 5 unforced errors. Kasatkina had some looks at the Iga serve, 3 of them in total in terms of break points, and wasn't able to take any of them. Iga, on the other hand, was ruthless. 2 break points, 2 breaks serve immediately with those breaks. By the way, we are 111 subscribers away from the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium. That means with all of our subscribers, we could basically fill the largest tennis stadium in the world. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for subscribing. And of course, there's still time to subscribe live on air, and you can watch that number tick over. Yazda Iga, as I see some fans celebrating Iga winning that second set. So we're going 3. Remember, it's the first time that Iga has lost a set to Daria Kasatkina since 2021, almost 5 years ago, on grass courts in the UK. I think it was Eastbourne, wasn't it? A 3-set win for Kasatkina on the grass. A lot has changed since then. They met each other 5 times in 2022, and Iga won them all in straight sets. None of them were on grass, mind you. They met again in 2024 at the WTA finals, and Iga won that one in straight sets too. So the head-to-head reads 6-1 in Iga's favor. And the last 6 matches have all gone the way of Iga in straight sets until today. 1 hour, 42 minutes on the clock. Kasatkina to serve. Just past 20 past 7 local time. Serve +1. Iga defends it. Iga defends it. Iga attacks it. Kasatkina in all sorts of trouble now. But she's done well there. And Iga can't deal with that forehand on the line. Well done, Kasatkina. 15 love. Okay. Yeah, Fritz came through in 3 super tight sets, didn't he, against his compatriot on. Fritz, not the same player this year. Too many injury issues. How many likes are we at, by the way, on this video? Be good to get to 50 or 100 likes. Iga dumping that forehand turn into the net. 30-15, Daria Kasatkina. Let me know in the live chat how many likes we have. Brandon, yeah, men and women do play in the same tournament. Quite a lot on the draw. You've got the Indian Wells tournament coming up in about a month from now, when they'll be playing alongside each other. We've also got the Miami Open when they play alongside each other. Madrid and Rome as well. Quite a few of the 1000s. Cincinnati as well. Just 17 likes, Carter. That's a little disappointing. Let's get to 50 before the end of this stream. Come on, people. Hit the like button. $30 all here on the Kasatkina serve. It's pretty one-way traffic, it feels right now, in the direction of the number 1 seed, Iga Swiatek, at this tournament. By the way, I think Rybakina could overtake Iga in the rankings at this tournament. I'm not sure what the scenario needs to be, but maybe something like Iga not making the final. Oh, Kasatkina missing that backhand, and she's very annoyed with herself at that one. We've got a break point for Iga Swiatek. Kasatkina cannot believe that she missed that backhand. Look at her just whack her own racket there. Okay, Kasatkina to serve, down the tee, forehand the turn. Oh, it must have clipped the net. So another first serve for Daria Kasatkina. 1 hour, 45 minutes on the clock. 30-40, break point for Iga to win her 7th game out of 8. Another net cord, I think. But still the first serve. Where are you going to go with this serve? Going to get it in. Backhand return. Backhand from Kasatkina is decent up the line, but well defended by Iga. Now it's Kasatkina into the net. Now it's Kasatkina with a really difficult smash that she dumps into the net. That sums up the last hour for her. 2 balls, high balls I've seen in the last 20 minutes or so that really, she's got to be winning the point. Iga did well to defend it. But it's 1-love Iga Swiatek in this deciding set with a break of serve. So, ladies and gentlemen, 7 games out of the last 8 have gone the way of Iga Swiatek. She now leads in the deciding set with a break of serve, 1-love. I can only see this going one way. I could be wrong, and I've been wrong before. Thoughts on O'Connell versus Norrie? I haven't seen a single ball, so I can't tell you about the match. Sorry. I can see, though, that O'Connell, wow, that was an epic tiebreak that he won 11-9, and now he's up a break in the second set. So we might not be getting a membership from Brandon. Brandon, by the way, thank you for your $20 today anyway. Okay, we're into the rally here on the Iga Swiatek serve. Backhand here from Kasatkina. Forehand from Iga. Backhand from Kasatkina is going to miss. Feels like she's missing quite a lot right now, which when you're Kasatkina and you're not the most aggressive player on tour, and then you start to miss as well, well, you are in big, big trouble. She did just smash that into the net. Miek is watching us via the Swiatek Kasatkina stream. Okay, where are you going to go with this serve, Iga? You're going to toss the ball up and then catch it again. Okay, backhand here from Kasatkina. Backhand cross court from Iga goes into the 15 all. But she's just so underpowered that even when she's up in the points, Daria, it's tough. Oh, I see Wim Facet has moved seats. He was sat next to Daria Abramovic, and now he's sat in front. Looks very nervous, doesn't he, Wim? His player's kind of in charge of this match now, so he should be able to relax. An hour and 48 minutes on the clock. Iga Swiatek is serving up an early break in this deciding set. Serves into the forehand of Kasatkina. Backhand cross court from Iga. Backhand to backhand right now. Now Kasatkina changes direction, but it's into the forehand of Iga Swiatek. And Iga clenches her fist as she sees a Kasatkina forehand fly into the net. Keep me posted on the likes, Carter. Be good to get to 50 likes. Swiatek here serving. She's going to have a couple of game points for a 2-love lead to consolidate that break. If she does indeed win this point. By the way, Kasatkina was up in the point as well. Not for the first time. She sort of laments her performance, I guess, to her team. Iga Swiatek right now is on a run of 7 from 8 games. She wins one of these points, and she does. So that's now 8 games out of 9 for Iga Swiatek, as she leads 2-love in this deciding set. And she did so, by the way. She sealed that with an ace. Carter, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. Carter, you can always hit the notification bell, by the way. That'll tell you when we go live. We do have a poll as well, both for the outcome of these matches, but also we've got a poll in our community chat on YouTube, and that is to vote for who you think is going to win the tournament in Doha. Doha. And that's got 2,000 votes. Of course, one of those possibilities was Coco Gauff, and Coco is out of the tournament. So, yeah. Elena Rybakina with more than half the votes. That's a healthy number. There's the link to vote in that. So O'Connell is up a set and a break on Cam Norrie. That is, of course, in Rotterdam. And Iga Swiatek against Daria Kasatkina here. It is 2-love in this deciding set to Iga Swiatek, but it is 30-15 for Daria in this game here on her serve. So big backhands there that Iga did well to deal with. And that drop shot just didn't work from her. So 30-15. As we approach the 2-hour mark for this encounter. Qinwen Zheng against Elena Rybakina is the next match, by the way. Okay. 30 all. So Swiatek here edging closer to victory. $30 all. And we are going to have a break point for Iga Swiatek. Another unforced error from Daria Kasatkina. 30-40. A break here, and that would feel like the match. As I heard Ghosty say the other day, I mean, she's such a good front runner as Iga. And it would be a double break advantage in this deciding set. So 30-40. Kasatkina misplaced ball toss, so we're going to go for that one again. Serves down the tits. A good serve. We're into the rally. Oh, lovely forehand winner from Kasatkina. Juice. Where are Kukushkin and Bublik playing, Carter? Where is that match taking place? That's a challenger, I guess. Ooh, good forehand there from Kasatkina. Arguably forcing the error from the backhand, and so she's got a game point now. Cam Norrie is 3 games away from defeat against Chris O'Connell, the Australian, in Rotterdam. Game point here for Kasatkina. Okay. Deuce. I can't see anything other than an Iga win from here. She might even do so in this deciding set to love, to 1, to 2, something like that. Forehand from Iga into the forehand of Kasatkina. That's a wonderful forehand winner there from Iga Swiatek from a neutral position. She's going to have a break point here for 3 love. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. And she gets the break. 3 love. Huge deficit now for Kasatkina to make up. And that is 9 out of the last 10 games going the way of Iga Swiatek. Oh, the POW Challenger. Okay. We'll take a quick break and then we'll be back.
Ready? Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Okay, so Chris O'Connell looking to maintain that break advantage over Cam Norrie in the second set over in Rotterdam. He's leading a set and a break. Meanwhile, in Doha, in the deciding set between Iga Swiatek and Daria Kasatkina, Iga leads 3-love, and that is with a double break. Cam Norrie is going to run out of road soon. He's going to have to make his move. Oh, a double fault from Iga Swiatek, so love 15. Interesting how in for set moved seats. Was initially sat next to Daria Abramovic, but now sits alone. Love 30 here on the Iga serve as her forehand goes awry. I wonder if Brandon's stream is slightly ahead of mine. Indeed, love 40. Iga falls. To the ground. Just like her forehand foot fell down there as well. So 3 break points here for Daria Kasatkina. Remember, she's lost 9 of the previous 10 games. So this would come as a slight surprise, particularly on the Iga serve. But Iga does save one of these 3 break points. It was a serve outlet. So one of the break points has been saved. So we are at 15-40. But still, Kasatkina has 2 break points in the pocket. It was a good serve to the backhand and a nice serve +1 in the end for Iga to save the first of those break points. But she's going to have to save 2 more if she's going to have to save this run of form in this match where she hasn't been broken since the first set. She saved 3 break points, by the way, Swiatek, in the second set. So Kasatkina had her chances on the Iga serve. And she's broken. She is broken, ladies and gentlemen. And it's really surprising because Iga was so far up in that point, it was insane. And it was a smash from Iga Swiatek that missed. She had 2 smashes, couldn't seal the deal with the first smash. Then on the second smash, she hit it out. The Iga Swiatek team do not look happy, despite the fact that their player is in charge of this match, I would argue. Okay, love 15 here because Kasatkina has missed. So a chance for Iga to reestablish that double break advantage that she has. Yeah, it was a horrible mistake, Brandon. By the way, not looking good for Cam Norrie. He's down 4-2 in the second set, having lost the first to Chris O'Connell. Okay, in the rally here, backhand to backhand right now. Iga again going towards the backhand of Kasatkina. That is going to land in, though, from Kasatkina, but that's a wonderful forehand winner there from Iga Swiatek. Love 30. Misses the first serve, Kasatkina. So a second serve here for Iga Swiatek to look at. Love 30. Lands that second serve in, but it's a good return from Iga. We're into the rally right now. Forehand to forehand. Still on the forehand of both players. Slice forehand from Iga. Forehand from Kasatkina. Can she put this away? I think she's missed it. She has, and she nearly went for the racket smash, but decided to put out at the last moment. Kasatkina, when she gets those short balls, is just not decisive enough. And it's love 40. Remember, if you want to get some Talking Tennis merchandise, I have just posted the link in the live chat. There's some pretty cool things you can get out there in various different colors, hoodies, t-shirts, jumpers, bags, and mugs, among other things. Kasatkina saves the first break point after Swiatek inexplicably dunks that backhand returning to the net. So 15-40. Ooh, and Cam Norrie walking a super tight, fine tightrope right now, because not only is he a break down, he's at deuce on his serve at 2-4. Nice forehand there from Kasatkina. She's got another short ball that she doesn't do anything anywhere near enough with. I think the hesitancy there from Kasatkina stemmed from some of the other short balls that she's been unable to put away. And Iga Swiatek punishes her and now leads 4-1. Double break advantage restored. And if you're a Cam Norrie fan, good news, because he managed to hold serve, albeit he's still a breakdown in the second set to Chris O'Connell. O'Connell, by the way, has hit 10 aces past Cam Norrie today. So, Iga Swiatek leads 4-1 with a double break. She has now won 10 of the last 12 games between these two. If you're just joining us and haven't already done so, hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe as we head inexorably towards the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium in numbers of subscribers. We're about 100 more or less subscribers away from filling the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Bit breezy this evening in Qatar. She does go beast mode, Ghosty, but I will also say that Kasatkina has gone into Wanda mode, if you know what I mean. Iga's been solid, if not spectacular. Cam Norrie is in trouble. O'Connell leads Norrie by a set and a break. Meanwhile, Iga Swiatek leads 4-1 with a double break. Well, he's going to have to do it now, Brandon, if you think he's going to break in game 8 of this set. Because it is game 8 of the set right now. Okay, forehand from Iga into forehand of Kasatkina. Backhand from Iga down the line. Winner. Lovely put away there from Iga Swiatek. 15 love. Her serve has been vulnerable today. And yet, she is now very much in charge of this match with a double break advantage in the deciding set. 4-1, 15 love she leads in this third set. Where are you going to go with this serve? Iga Swiatek. You are going down the tee. It's a wonderful serve. Kasatkina does well to get her volley on that, her racket on that, but she can't get her racket on that drive volley from Iga Swiatek, and it is 30 love. 111 subscribers. Okay, 111. 111 subscribers away from the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Okay, Iga Swiatek here. 3 love. Where are you going to go with this serve? Into the forehand of Kasatkina. What a forehand return that is from Daria Kasatkina. Don't see that very often from her. What a return indeed. And it is now 30 all on the Iga Swiatek serve. As I said, her serve has been anything but impregnable today. It was a wonderful passing shot from Daria. Swiatek's presence at the net is not the most intimidating on the tour, that is for sure. Iga was broken 3 times in the first set and has already been broken once in this third. She has a double break advantage in the pocket and she might well need it, although she's won the next point, so it is 40-30 now. Game point, Iga Swiatek for a 5-1 lead. Norrie is going to have to make his move. He is beginning to run out of road. 30-15, O'Connell leads. 4-3, 30-15. So it's 4-3, of course, with a break. And 30-15 on his serve. O'Connell is edging closer and closer to victory. Oh, 30 all, mind you. I'm going to turn my heating on. So O'Connell and Norrie locked at 30 all, and Iga Swiatek here 40-30. So she's got a game point for 5-1. Can she take it as she serves into the backhand? Backhand cross got wonderful backhand winner there from a neutral position. Iga Swiatek 5-1. She leads. She's a game away. From a spot in the next round. And that, of course, will be the quarterfinals. Let's have a quick look at the Qatar Open draw to see who she would be potentially playing in the next round. I know it won't be Rebecca because she's seeded too high. Oh, Ostapenko is still there in the draw. Lurking. Okay, so Kasatkina serving to stay in the match, and it's love 15. Not the ideal start for her. Okay, forehand now from Iga goes into the net, so 15 all. Oh, and O'Connell's held for 5-3. By the way, I think you were asking me earlier, goes to where City Pass. Well, he's in the draw in Rotterdam. Saka is still in, by the way. So, if Iga wins this, she'll play Sakari. Okay, interesting. And it is 15-30 on the Kasatkina serve now. Kasatkina attacking. It's not very often we say that. Oh, wonderful forehand there from Kasatkina. 30 all. Yeah, it does look like Norrie's going down, Ghosty. Okay, Kasatkina serves into the net. So a second serve here for Iga Swiatek to look at. Norrie at least does hold, keep O'Connell honest. So O'Connell now serving for the match. Meanwhile, Kasatkina gets to 40-30, a game point for the recently anointed Australian. 2 hours and 12 minutes on the clock. Forehand here from Kasatkina into the forehand of Iga Swiatek. Backhand now from Kasatkina. Drop shot Iga. Kasatkina, can she get to that one? She can, but Iga's just going to pat that one back into play. And it's for a winner. And it's deuce. Iga Swiatek 2 points away from the quarterfinals and a matchup with Maria Sakkari. It'll be the 8th time they've played. Should it take place? It does feel pretty inevitable now that it will take place. That'll be one of the easiest shots that Iga Swiatek has hit in her career. Backhand return from Iga. Backhand now from Kasatkina into the backhand of Iga. It's a lovely backhand there from Iga. And Kasatkina uncharacteristically losing patience there on the backhand side. And we now have a match point for Iga Swiatek. We're going to go with this crucial serve, Daria Kasatkina, into the forehand of Iga, but Iga goes long. So we're back to deuce. Not long left now on this stream. Not long left for you to hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, click subscribe. You can click subscribe, and if you do so, you'll see that little figure or number below tick over. Okay, we're into the rally here. Backhand from Iga into the backhand now of Kasatkina. Forehand from Iga Swiatek. Decent depth on that forehand. I think it's a little bit of a fortunate net cord there for Kasatkina. Now Kasatkina on the attack. She's now at the net. Is she going to put this one away? Not quite as an outright winner, but it's enough because Iga cannot deal with that. And so we're going to have a game point. It is the second game point of this game for Daria Kasatkina. Over in Rotterdam, Chris O'Connell is serving for the match. But as Brandon suggests in the live chat, the Brit is staying alive because it is love 15 on the Australian serve. Kasatkina goes long, so we're going to be at deuce. Brandon has vowed to donate another $10 and become a member if Norrie pulls off the improbable and wins against Chris O'Connell. Well, bad news for Norrie is that O'Connell's won the next point for 15 all. Okay, forehand now cross court is going to miss from Kasatkina, and we're going to have a second match point for Iga Swiatek, albeit once again on the Kasatkina serve. O'Connell now, by the way, 2 points away from the victory. 30-15 he leads. Okay, Kasatkina here, match point number 2. She serves. Backhand return from Iga, just over the net. Backhand from Kasatkina's got good depth on it, but now she's got a really tricky forehand to deal with. She does. Taking on the rise with a forehand winner down the line. Kasatkina on occasion today has produced a few deadly forehands, and that was another one. Sweetly struck, and we're back to deuce, ladies and gentlemen. Norrie, however, is 2 points away from defeat to Christopher O'Connell. 2 points away from defeat is also Daria Kasatkina. It is deuce on her serve, but she has saved 2 match points. This would be the comeback of the century, though, if she was to come back from here, especially as she have to save a 3rd match point. Talking of match points, Chris O'Connell has 2 of them against Cam Norrie. Swiatek here with her 3rd match point. Is it going to be 3rd time lucky for the number 1 seed at the Qatar Open as she pursues a 3rd WTA 1000 title in Doha? Okay, here comes the serve from Kasatkina. Forehand return is really good for Iga. Puts her in charge of the point. She's going to have another forehand here, and she wins it with a forehand cross-court winner. Clean as a whistle. Iga Swiatek defeats Daria Kasatkina for the 7th time in a row, but it is the first time she's dropped a set to Daria since 2021. But from the beginning of the second set onwards, it was a dominant performance from Iga. She lost the first set 5-7, but then won the next 2 6-1, 6-1. So she is through to the quarterfinals. The first set was nip and tuck. 2 breaks of serve each. In fact, Iga was serving for it, but couldn't get over the line. And then suddenly a 3rd break of serve going the way of Daria Kasatkina, and she breaks. The second set was about taking your chances. Daria Kasatkina had 3 break points on the Iga Swiatek serve in the second set. Wasn't able to take any of them. Iga Swiatek had 2 break points on the Daria Kasatkina serve and took both of them and rounded that off to win it 6-1. Similar story in the deciding set as well, with Iga then winning 12 of the last 14 games to prevail and get herself through to the quarterfinals as she seeks a fourth WTA 1000 title in Doha. She beats Daria Kasatkina once again, now leads their head-to-head by 7-1. So she is through. Iga Swiatek, by the way, is going to be playing against Maria Sakkari in the quarterfinal. And they have an interesting head-to-head, by the way, which is 4-3 in favor of Iga Swiatek. I'm sure many of you are thinking, I thought it was much closer, but no, 4-3 is their head-to-head, as you can see here with the image shared on the screen. Well, let's have a quick look into their previous encounters. Oh, by the way, the tail of the tape, we see that Iga Swiatek has 25 titles to 2 for Maria Sakkari, and Iga Swiatek has accrued $44 million in prize money, which is an insane amount. Anyway, regarding their head-to-head, I said I would look into it. It's probably a bit closer than many people think, but that's because Iga has won the last 4 matches between the two of them, including 2 matches in Doha. A year ago, a straight sets win for Iga, and in 2022, in the semifinals in Doha, a straight sets win. In fact, the last 4 encounters have not only gone the way of Maria Sakkari, gone the way of Iga Swiatek, but they've all been won in straight sets from Iga Swiatek. By the way, Sakkari having a mini renaissance. Of course, she has been slowly slipping down the rankings, but she has already won 2 matches in Doha against Zeynep Sonmez in the first round before coming through against Jasmine Paolini in straight sets today. So 2 very good wins for Sakkari, against the informed Sonmez and the number 6 seed Jasmine Paolini. And then she won, by the way, against Grasheva, also in straight sets. So Sakkari's got to the quarterfinals without dropping a set. Iga Swiatek has dropped a set, of course. She beat Janice Chen in straight sets before coming through in 3 sets against Daria Kasatkina. But I do expect the 3-time champion, Iga Swiatek, to beat Maria Sakkari. And I expect her to do it in straight sets. Should we have a quick look at Cam Norrie? I'm guessing he's out. No, he's still fighting. Hoo-hoo! Hoo! Cam Norrie forcing. Chris O'Connell serving at deuce. Let me just see if maybe we can get someone for Jeng Rabakana. Don't think we will be able to. It's a bit short notice now, but we can try. Match point for Chris O'Connell, by the way. I'm going to flick over. Can I get the O'Connell match up before he gets the job done? He's got a match point, so probably. But we'll see, especially as my TV is slow, moving around the courts and stuff, moving around the tournaments from continent to continent. ATP Tour, yes. O'Connell, Norrie. Norrie saves another match point. Deuce. How must O'Connell be feeling right now? It's going to be another match point, though, for Chris O'Connell. Another one. Okay, just tuned in for the first moment. Anne O'Connell's got it done on the second serve. So no membership, sadly, from Brandon, but hopefully we'll get you as a member one day. And if and when you do become a member, you will get the benefit of some extra footage, extra interviews, including from the Challenger Tour. There's a few interviews we did last week on the Challenger Tour for members only. But loads and loads of other videos. And you can also support the channel from just $2 a month. Okay, Brandon, look forward to seeing you later for our watch along this evening, and also for a load of other watch alongs we'll have coming up as well over the coming days. Wonderful. Thanks for tuning in. And to everybody else, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.